Ahead, Ricy.
Okay, hi, I'm Ricy and I will be running 20% for Final Fantasy 13 soon. If we will start in the audio maybe. Do we have audio?
Oh.
That. Oh no, there it is.
No, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Sure. Do you, you can do it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. So, if you haven't noticed, this is Final Fantasy 13 2. If you haven't seen it on the loading screen yet. So first of all, we will start with a little prologue, explain a little bit of the battle system, etc. So in the beginning here, we are in Valhalla, the realm of the dead, and we will be with Lightning on Odin fighting Chaos Bahamut.
Forgotten time, be reborn!
So here we have introduction to the ATB system. The ATB is the active battle type system, and it is simple, just queuing commands. Let the bar fill in and let it take out. So here is the beginning, like described, because it's the best damage that we have at the moment.
Cutting you down. Not kidding around, huh?
So now this second phase of it, and damage there.
This isn't over.
Okay. That will be used, so we get all the life back.
Now! Can you handle this? Isn't over. Cutting you down.
That was right, I can say. A lot of interrupts. So now we are on the third phase, and here we are.
Time for a real fight.
So here we do only like damage on him, and even if we can I think we'll still do an attack.
Yeah, here it comes! What now?
Gonna get worse.
Normally we can and attack.
Like that?
Attack will in this case, focus more. So now we are done with the prologue. Well, not entirely, because now we get introduced to the main characters of this run, Sarah, the sister of lightning. Some weird things happen, time travel shenanigans. And there's like a fight at the moment outside.
Time.
Camera setting tutorial, ignore it of course. So we have to go outside here and we get into the jumping mechanics. That's new in the 13 series. Okay, it's manually just jumping. There was like auto jumping, but now it's just normal jumping. So now we get thrown in the fight and we get to a lot of options now. So here we get introduced to Sarah's and Noble's abilities. But also I can now paradigm shift, that is like changing walls. We get introduced here to the paradigm tutorial, but we have already done that. So good job, game. So this fight contains like 3 more fights now. This is like just a tutorial to get a hang of it, of the paradigm system, the abilities we have. So the rest is just first kill a little Nectans and then kill a Manectan, the big one. Also what I try to do on the Manectan is like staggering. So if we stagger, he can easily get interrupted, etc. And well, how higher the percentage on the stagger bar is, how more damage we do. And if we stagger, the bar will go just like with 100% higher. So instead of 200, we'll go to 300. No. Also, if you guys can know, those fights you can't 5-star it because the game is just made to not 5-star this fight. Pretty stupid, but whatever. It's a small little detail. Okay, those were the tutorial fights. So a meteor crashed somewhere to the west. And we're going to investigate it.
Is that all you're going to tell me? Your name? Who are you? What do you do?
I'm a hunter.
Also those little dingus Morkers behind us. It acts as a weapon, but also as a Morklock. So in this game, instead of just having enemies all over the place and we can just simply walk into it, they will just spawn. The Morklock will appear, and when it is in the green, it's now safe, the monsters will not attack, and we can just preemptive strike it.
What's up, no?
So we do have extra chain if we do it right. But it will deplete over time, and when it's in the yellow, the monsters will just attack you. And when they attack you, and you will not attack first, you don't really have an extra bonus on them. And when it's in the red, so the Moklock is all empty, you are just in a forced fight, and you can escape it. You have to fight it, or just die. Okay, nice, got this chest. A Libra scope we will collect a few over the game, and we will use it mainly in the end game.
What's going on here?
Am I dreaming?
I see it too. Pretty sure it's no dream.
Also, we will collect a few chests in the early game with Phoenix Downs because we will sell it later. Because we want to buy some materials for a few things later. You will see. So here we have a little mini boss fight explaining about the Sentinel wall, but we don't need it. So the main part is just stagger it and then, of course, kill it. And now ruin it to death. Now also a bit of fire. Okay, good fight. Introduction to the fragments. I will explain a bit later because it will help or when. Some gil because we need a lot of gil.
We made it.
And here we have a secret chest with a Gazal Queen because we can ride chocobos in this game. And we need a set amount of Gazal Queens to ride all the chocobos we want. Also, yes, you can like skip 95% of all the cutscenes in this game. So we will do that a lot.
Is off limits for now.
Shouldn't we check it out, though?
So now we have the chance to level up our characters. We will do that mainly in the Crystarium. And we can collect by killing monsters Crystarium points, so we can level up our characters. Pretty logical, of course. Nope.
Give me a chance and I'll prove that it's true.
So we have just set up our paradigm system, so we have access to more of the same walls. You've noticed I used to have like 2 Ravager only walls, 2 Commando only walls. So if we are in a fight, every 12 seconds when we switch a paradigm, our ATB bar will be totally refreshed again. So we can just attack immediately again. So that's why we have like the same walls sometimes twice, so we can just attack immediately instead of switching to one paradigm, back again and then attack. So now we have some fragments hunting, because we need something that's out of place in this world to activate actually the time gate we want to enter.
Where else should we look? Marvel's reacting to the
Help us out here. Yeah. I think he's just looking for playmates.
So this kit is interesting. He has something we want, of course. But if we aim the camera all the way down, the kit for some reason doesn't run that hard as he normally do. So we can just catch him way faster than it's supposed to be. Also, there's a chance we can get aggressive spawns at the moment. Of course we don't want it, but it can happen. Ah, nice. That's actually pretty perfect. So we can just answer some. We can just do some answers here. We can just choose for some funny ones, and at some point he will just spit it out and give it to us. But we can also choose the two correct ones, and it will be over faster.
Hey, wait!
Hey there.
It wasn't the artifact after all.
Losing your touch, Mom?
It's not his fault. Come on, let's head back.
The spawns are pretty nice at the moment. They are like all passive. There's at least one aggressive spawn here that can happen. And when he chases, we have to kill it because there's no escape from him. Suspicious mirror, and it has an artifact for it.
Okay.
So now we can go to the gate, activate it, and start our time travel journey.
You want to take a moment to say goodbye before we leave?
Thanks. I think I'm okay. The gate is where the meteorite fell. So we should head towards Cocoon, right?
You know, it must be strange to have it there, always watching over you.
And here's aggressive spawn, great. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Yeah, damn you. Okay, we have to fight it. Okay.
I could have handled that alone.
There's still monsters around. Keep a lookout.
I will.
Hopefully this is the last aggressive spawn we will have in this area.
We're on a mission to protect the town. As long as I'm here, everyone.
I'm glad we found the artifact. That's not the only weird thing going on here.
You mean like your friends and the way they act?
Also need this chest because there's also a Phoenix Stone in it.
Guess it's not every day someone like me drops in from the future unannounced.
We want at least like 6 Phoenix Stones. We can have some bonus ones from the Nectins fights first. But I didn't got lucky. So anyways, our Cockmancock is back. And this time we have to stagger it because he has a shield for it. So what I did first is like throw Rubens at him. So the chain bar will be stabilized. Like commando walls will stabilize the chain bar. And Ravager will just increase it, but depletes it faster. Or no. Okay, we'll see. get introduced to the chocobos. Hello, darling. So now we got some extra Crystarian points from the Kokmorok, so we will just use that. Because we want a lot of magic points for the characters we have. Because there's an interesting mechanic in this game. I will explain a bit later, because I will do that later a lot. But I need a lot of magic for that. And it will do some pretty good damage.
Are you sure you're ready? You know, once we go through, there might be no coming back.
And now it's time to start our time travel journey. So now we get introduced to the main hub. We will be spending our time sometime. Like from here we can just select different areas and different timelines. So we started in 3AF, that means 3 years after the fall, after the like events from 13. And this is just 5AF, and it will go to like 10AF, 300AF, 500AF, 4XXF. The last one will make sense at some point. But that will have that will take some time. So now, here we have a little mini boss fight. It's of course only in no giant hand, no body attached to it. Totally not. So here we only just ruin it, not trying to stagger it, because we will stagger it at some point anyways. Cinematic actions. If we do this correct, we will be inflicted with bravery and faith, so our magic and attack power will be increased.
You okay?
Yeah.
More cinematic actions. And from here we will stagger it instantly. That's why we didn't stagger it in the first place. And surprise, it isn't giant. After all. And not only an arm. And no backup will arrive. The fight is now anyways over, so what we will do anyways, it doesn't matter.
Engage at will. Paradox effect confirmed. Targeting Atlas.
So those ships will fire, and for some reason there are also just a lot of numbers on the screen that will do damage, but it doesn't matter anyway, because the fight is over. So why? It's just fancy maybe. So now for some reason we got captured. Our captured we got just imprisoned. And a friendly lady named Alicia. She's totally not evil. Freed us. And this is the first time in a long time I actually didn't skip the question answer log. Because yes, you can also skip it if the timing is right. So now our main target is Stop Atlas, because he is somewhere back there, standing there in his full glory, not like for 75% invincible.
Shut this place down. We need to search the ruins. There might be other
Also, you scrap this chest for safety because there are potions in it.
Exactly. And how can I
So here we have like a forced fight, because it will be introduced to a new mechanic soonish. So first of all, let's just take those guys down. Oh look, crystals. What can it be? And what will it do? So here we got crystals, and that means if you get a crystal from a monster, it will mean we catch it, like in Pokemon. So now we can just use the monsters in a party. And that means we want certain kind of monsters in the party. So that means the total not RNG part will happen now. We want a Necton to spawn, like we had in the prologue.
Right. Key.
And it's a bit random when it will spawn. So if we're lucky, it will be hopefully spawn soonish. If we are not lucky, it will take a little while. Nope. So also we got introduced to a new mechanic for Mog. That's like revealing invisible items. So here we got a Wild Arrow effect. We will use that later, but I will explain that later for the of why we will have collect those things. Nectons, perfect. So now, of course, we hopefully want that they will drop a crystal really soonish, because that's also RNG. Nope. So you're just going to retry. The monsters will respawn anyway again, and we just doing it over. Nope. I believe there is like a 20% chance it will actually drop, and hopefully I will get a 20% soonish. Nectons are even the least worst to collect. Thank you, I got it. So now we have an Necton. I will like set it up soon in a party. So the Necton will be acting as a Ravager, and it's actually a good Ravager, so that's why we actually want it instead of favoring it over another enemy we can collect. Like the first tutorial fight for the crystals, there was a Ravager in it, but we don't want to use it because it is not a good Ravager. Like if it was actually a good Ravager, we didn't have any trouble just to collect every single Necton we want.
Must be it.
So here we want to get control over Atlas because it will be then weaker, so we can just actually fight it. And by doing that, we need to like solve a little puzzle. And I can trust you. Those are hard, Kappa. They're harder ones, yes, but this is like the first one you encounter, so it's not that hard anyway. Also, I know for sure the people that play this game will know that clock puzzles are the worst. Okay, so now we have activated the crystal, and we can go now ahead to kill Atlas.
Sounds like we did something.
Some say that time is a box full of possibilities. Until someone from the future peeks inside, the past remains uncertain. You know what I think? Maybe we're just one of
Explain a bit of the time travel wobbly stuff.
And I think this paradox phenomenon is happening because someone in the distance
So here I want to force for now a spam, so I can just safely walk around the outside. Because on the outside, aggressive spawns can spawn, and of course we don't want that. And I just want to grab this chest. Okay, hi Chocolina. She will act as our shop. So first of all, we're going to sell all those. Whoa. Buy 25 of those. Okay, good. So first of all, go and get the Nectin in the party, make it fight ancestor or default paradigm. Level up a bit. So we have a little bit of enough to just have a new extra wall. Well, I mean bonus wall. So we can just select an extra ATB level. So instead of 3 ATB, we can have 4 ATB. And level up the Nectin. Instead of just having the Crystarium points doing the job for the Nectin, we have to buy materials or just can collect it from like enemy drops. So that's why I need the money for it. Okay. So now the Nectin is on party, and it's time to kill Atlas. That was painful. So now he's staggered, and time to do the heavy dealers. So, and that was the fight. So this is an interesting QTE. We are going to fail this one, because it's actually faster. And smacked.
How did we get here?
No! Look out!
Move!
I think I found his weak spot. Ready?
Do it!
Wait for it.
And goodbye, Atlas.
I wonder.
Alyssa, we took Atlas down. That place you were looking for is right in front of us.
Also, yes, finally, it stopped raining in this place. So now Atlas is gone. 2 artifacts just came out of hiding. And we have, of course, to collect it because there are 2 gates. We have to go in to progress the story.
Go, Mog.
The Eclipse artifacts. And here's some Chocobo. From here we will use the white Chocobos. If you go sit on him, it will cost at least 1 Soul Queen. And we go off and again, it will cost another one. So we need at least a few Soul Queens in this run. Mostly we just bought all of them. We will do in the shop. And the rest we will just collect them from chest.
Come on, Mog.
Way to go, bobblehead.
Now for the gate.
Also note, if you are on Chocobo, monsters will not spam actually. So there's a thing now in this game. Of course, the monsters will spam, but it doesn't happily just totally random, because they will keep tracked by a step counter. So for instance, if we walk like after a monster spawn 30 steps, the chances of a monster spawn will go higher and higher. And we will actually manipulate that a little bit to favor ourselves. Also, we're going back to New Bodem in 3F, because there's actually an item we need to collect that we couldn't actually collect it because Mok didn't have the ability to reveal things. And we need to collect a few gravitational cores for the story later. So we're just doing that also if we're busy with other things in this game. So we don't have to go all the way back to just like 3F, then 5AF, and then backtrack all the way. That's just not efficient.
Come on, Mog.
Oh. Good job. Check walk away. So here we will just force a spam and then leave the leave to the Historia Quark, so our step count will be resetted. And it's actually important because of a certain area we're going to visit soon. Where's the Chocobo? Chocobo, come back. So here in Western Ruins, the gate is a bit up ahead. And also the there's here in this place also a gravitational core, so we're going to collect that one first. So Mok, please. No. Bad Moogle. Yes, go. Come. Moogle is really stupid in this place. No. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're right behind me. Good, good boy. Okay, come here.
Come on, Mog.
That's just one of the few places the mog can be so annoying. Also collect this. Also some monster materials we will be using later.
Easy grab.
So here we unlocked XIII ship, 10 AF. Yes, we unlocked also the Sunlit Water Escape 300 AF, but we will be returning to it later. We only just open it. So here in 10 AF there's also some paradox going on, because that's like the main theme of this game, paradoxes. And there's like a giant false sea, the godlike beings in the series, block on the sun. So it is here all dark, and there's a little gimmick in this place.
That there used to be a great city on Grand
So
Falls.
that's why I needed to manipulate the step counter a little bit.
What happened to it?
No one's been able to figure that out. We were more or less locked up inside Cocoon. We never had
So soon we will be entering the searchlight area. In the searchlight area it's darker than normal, and behemoths will spawn there. If you step out of the searchlight, the mole clock will be depleted pretty quickly. If you're in the searchlight, it will be going all the way back and they will stay passive. Also, if I get caught by a behemoth, I just have to let me die, because there's no escape from them. And I'm way too underleveled for that. Okay, good spawns.
Some are worried that the Academy will take its advanced ideas too far. I hope this doesn't lead to an outright revolt.
Need this with a little bit of kill. This is a little bit of a sketchy area, because aggressive spawns will spawn here. Like those guys. And the best thing is just to retry and leave the area. Because those technical you can just outrun them, but their angles are used too long. So even if you just run them from another way, they will catch up eventually. Okay, Chocolina again. Two Magician's Mark. Those accessories will increase our magic stats. So a bit of Crystarium. Because we got a lot of now Crystarium points from the Atlas fight. So we'll just be using that. Okay. So here's another kind of Gogmagog named Alodai. He is a bit annoying. And of course he does protect her in the marathon one. So we can do the Shelga or the Protectra. And the Protectra is the best one. Because he will do swipes and we can just interrupt that. So build and chain a bit here. And kill. Good fight. So if you do the Shelga, you will actually do like the ability Ruinga on us. Because it is a magic ability and will have more effect on us. And it's not the most pretty ability. Because it will actually interrupt us and it will do a lot of damage. So we have to actually potion ourselves. To keep himself alive. With the protector he can use interrupt the first thing. And from there we can use survive the rest.
The time distortions spawn hostile creatures. Until we can resolve the paradox, we need military force to repel threats. These armed patrols are essential for our safety.
OP. Talk about the ruins, so we can just continue. I don't want information about the rest.
So this nation, Padra? Their leader was a Cirrus, right?
Yes. The Cirrus would read the fates, see the future, and guide her country. You.
Also used Inquisitorian points here again, but this time, instead of getting an extra ATB bar for Sarah, we will just level the Saboteur level. So Sarah will actually learn Deep Attack and D-Shell, so our magic abilities and strength abilities will have more effect. And for now we'll just an extra ATB bar. Talking to me. We got actually an artifact from Hope, so we can use that on the gate, but we are actually not done here yet, because it is time for bird hunting. Our bird will be acting as a synergist for us, so he can buff us now, buffer our team. So we have the bravery, but also a lot of more. But this acquire again RNG, one of the last heavy RNG parts of the game. And this bird can make open vehicle run. Bird. So this bird has like maybe 20, maybe even less spam rate. Well, drop rate I mean for the crystal. And I forgot an important thing to actually do a menu for Sarah. Because we have learned a Saboteur role, but we don't actually have the ability to inflict it now. So maybe a pretty good idea to do that. Nope, didn't cut it. So first of all, let's change this really quickly. Okay. Let's try it again. In the meantime, you can read donations if you want.
Yes, we have a €62.33 donation from Cruel. He says, Hey everyone! Now that I finally have time for a break, I figured I'd actually donate a little more. Let's get closer to that 1K mark. Half of this money goes to naming the Animal Crossing character Wolf LV for Wolf Love after my buddy Shadow Wolf. The other half goes into Terra for the Dissidia Final Fantasy character. Thank you very much for your donation.
Still not calling birds. We have 2 birds and there is no bird. Oh boy. Still no birds. Wow, the orange is not pretty today. Come here. Come on, game. Wow. Even with 2 birds, the drops are totally not nice today. Oh, I don't want to switch. That 3 HP. Ah, there it is, finally. Was about time. Bib Noble. Okay, we can finally continue. Sorry for the long wait. Those things I just have not in hand. Okay, first of all, get our Hungers in the team. And make this all Ravagers. This sets and level up. We'll go Hungers a little bit. Also Necton a little bit, so we have Thunder. Okay.
I wouldn't be caught dead on pulse if it weren't for
So now we have unlocked this gate and unlocked actually a new area, Erba. But we are not going to go there for at least 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Instead, we just go to the Sunlight Waters Gate now. We are now powerful enough to actually defeat the bosses that are in this area. And going to wrap this whole area up. Also, for some reason, Noel's voice is 10 times louder.
But why? Why did she react the way she did?
Also, guess who's there?
That is
Snow!
one gigantic monster.
Sarah! Also say hi to the Royal Weaponess. A giant monster made out of lens. So here we're going to inflict ourselves with Faith. So we have more damage for spells. And here we are going to aggressively going to use a certain mechanic I talked about a bit earlier in the run. I didn't really mention, so its ability Combo Buffering, not really mentioned anywhere. But it is like if we throw a spell and go into the commando wall for that person, it will the ability for that, like Aurora, get extra bonus for the commandos, so it will get extra damage. So just like going from, I say a number 50 to 100 damage. And that's all Royal Witness. Because Combo Fun is OP. In the original 13 game, Combo Fun also exists, but paradigm shifting is way slower, so it's not really worth it. In this game, paradigm shifting is way faster, so Combo Fun is way more worth it. And we'll be using that a lot of times for a lot of enemies. because this is best damage dealer until we get our Lord and Savior. No.
Mog, what's got
No,
your
Chichu.
attention?
Must be that vine.
Got it. If we get stuck, just look for a vine.
Hey, no. How old are you?
18?
Younger than me.
I guess so.
So now we have, of course, have to search for 2 new artifacts. First of all, we're going back all the way there. We have a little birdie that we can ride on, but we can also just skip this little segment.
It looks like the Flan are all headed in that direction.
Koopa. Collecting some random chests because I want a certain amount of accessories that I can sell later. Because in the end game I need a lot of money actually. So it's for the best now to collect now some accessories and the things we can use sell later.
So this is
And
where
there is
the
our
Lord
artifact.
gets you.
Guarded by
We'll see what all the
a little
fuss was about.
clan of clans.
Party and get our artifact.
And just combo through an Awawa. Oh, we got even a mini flame top. That's nice. Okay, now we got the first artifact, so we're going to enter a gate. Even I can say there is not really much behind that gate. It's literally enter it, get the artifact, and get out. And of course, because some story reasons, Snow can't actually enter the gate we are going to use. So here we unlock the Colosseum. Normally there is a guy in there and we can just fight some extra DLC bosses and some super bosses. But in the PC version we can do that after we beat the game. So for now this is just one empty dead place. Skip some cutscenes, get the artifact we need, and get out.
Jellyhead is starting to slow down.
Good spam,
Coming and
because I don't want to have a spam near the vine there,
Do you think there's still another paradox?
because I still want to swing it around.
double paradoxes do occur.
So here we also unlocked a new ability for Mok, thrown it away. And of course we want to do that. Thank you. Also, we're going to ride this guy for a little bit, because there, further ahead, there's a wild artifact. Or last wild artifact we need. Also, yes, that guy is actually back because story reasons, that guy can just regenerate with more flans. And we have to find actually the source of the paradox to actually defeat him. Yeah, Kupo. Throw him to the chest there because there's gear in it.
Long story short, I'm trying to save humanity. I lived at the end of days. See how the end.
Hey, this is where the flan we're trying to get to.
And there's our artifact.
Okay, the last artifact in this place. And load the fight, please. Thanks. So now we have an artifact, can actually enter a new gate. And behind that gate there's more, yes. Instead of just only an empty room, we can actually do their things.
From my own history, the pillar was gradually eroded over centuries before civil war finally toppled it.
Did your history books happen to mention the monster?
No, the rate that thing is eating.
Oh wow, this is the worst place to get a spam. Wow, good job game. Okay. Step counter was not alright. Unlock de Arco steppen. In question mark AF. It's just an unknown timeline. We don't know of. So on this place, here is actually the source of the paradox, and we're going to resolve it, of course, by killing a certain enemy, because it's actually sucking up flans. Like somewhere a time ago, it sucked up an artifact, and because of that, he was sucking up more flans. And those were transported to the Sunlight Waterscape. Throw him up for the chest because this will, of course, faster. Thank you for the kill. Doing a little bit of menu. And instead of a Ricy0sma, Crimson heads. Also. Change costumes. Because I feel like it.
In this area, I guess.
This is not actually the boss we're going to fight. We have to do this for a little side quest we have to complete. Better maybe to poison. Okay, good fight. Nearly died, but still survived. And that's the important thing. So this character statue just literally teleports us back to the base. So we don't have to walk all the way back.
The hunter's camp. How did we get back here?
Wow. Back in a flash.
Also we have to do another little side quest for this lady. And it involves hunting sheeps. Sheeps, come out.
You got this.
So if we throw mock, for some reason things like sheeps will just go after mock. So it's easier to catch it actually.
Over there, Mom.
Bah. Also for some reason those sheeps can make sheep sounds, but also cow sounds. So the last sheep is all the way back there. Let's have a little walk.
Over there, Mom.
Stay here. A thing to notice actually, if you throw mock and we'll get an enemy spawn, the mock clock will go crazy and it will be depleted like at least twice or maybe 3 times as fast than normal. So those hunters have actually a real problem. They can't hunt because of the weather. And they don't know how to solve it. The funny part is, they literally have a weather machine we can use.
I have to say I'm proud to be a fellow hunter.
So the first thing we have to do is make it a bit sunny. So, or actually boss for this area will come out. But if it is sunny and we go actually to our friendly dragon named Feral, it will actually spawn a giant Longwy, one of the super bosses. We don't want that. So now we have to change actually the weather to a bit of a stormy weather. So the Longwy will actually not spawn there. And we can just fight it. If you change it to like a different weather snow pattern, Feral will just disappear. So it's like we have to make it stormy. Okay, meal time is over. stabilizing bit of the stabilizing bit with the saboteur wall. Okay, now it's time for a lot of combo buffering. Before the stack runs out, because if the stack runs out, we are just dead. Doink. Now we have defeated him, and behind this place there's actually a chest. And here the chest. Good boy.
So the fragment was causing a storm. The monster swallowed it by accident, but it kept working.
This flower patch right there, before I left, is actually a special flower patch, because there are our Lord and Saviors in there. But we don't have the ability yet to actually pick it up, because we need some fragment skills. And the only way to get that is in Serendipity, an area we will unlock a bit later. So now back in the Sunlit Waterscape, some things changed actually. Snow is of course going ahead of himself again. And our giant royal witness shrunk down to muted tomato. Or how I actually call it, Prince Witness. And we got a lot of Crystalian points from them. So you're still leveling up. Quack. So now we have actually this kinda the same strategy as for the Royal Witness, just doing our wall of threats. Inflicting yourself with faith, stagger it, and then combo it to death. So instead of just doing Aurora, we do just Aurora, like the most deadly damage dealer of the wind spells. Also, it's a good way to actually launch him, because he's small enough to actually be launched. And because of the combo of wind, it will just do a lot of more damage than normally, so it will be just dead in no time. And you fell down, good. Fly.
That's my mom.
So now we have wrapped this whole place up. We don't have to come back to this place anymore. It's over. So now there are some little distortions, etc. And instead of not going to normal new location, you actually go to the Void Beyond. It's kind of the Shadow Realm of Valhalla. It's a place where there is a lot of to do. Trust me, there is. And we will be leaving. Because there's actually nothing. Literally there's nothing, maybe some chests, but that's it. So now we have wrapped up the Sunlight Waterscape and going to Erba now. Because we have to finish that timeline also. So 2 timelines can merge together to get to a new place. Some time travel wobbly shittings.
Whoever it was that created the paradoxes.
So of course there's here also a massive paradox going on.
In a world abandoned by the
If it is not obvious, I don't know.
the ones who were left behind craved nothingness, an empty world. Giddy up.
Where did you hear that?
So to solve it actually, we have to solve puzzles. Because logic. And the puzzles are connect the dots. This time not collecting any crystals, but just connecting the dots. So there's not really much to say about these puzzles. Just collecting not collecting them, I mean just connecting them. And that's it. We will do that like at least 6 times. So in the meantime you can read donations.
Yes, we have an €8 donation from Recold. Hey BSG. BSG seems like a fine place. I'd like to live there. Therefore this money goes towards the town name BSG. Save the goats. And I would like to quickly plug the bits coming up for other runs coming up soon. We've got the character choice for Dissidia Final Fantasy, where you can get to pick which story we will do. Currently in the lead is Terra, but with €41, and behind that is Titus with €20. And we also have the, as aforementioned by Ricold, the Animal Crossing character and town name still coming up. So get your donations in to get what you want to see.
Nope. Okay, done another puzzle. There's like now 1 puzzle segment left, and there are 3 puzzles in it.
No problem.
Hey, we did it. One difference. I knew you'd do a Koopa Koopa.
A good enemy spawn yet. Collecting more gil because I want to be rich. And I want here have a forced enemy spawn. Because I want to go downstairs there. And I don't want to have any enemies there because I can't actually interact with the Time Rift portal if there are enemies on the screen.
Giddy up.
Oh, of course. So a little interesting thing about these puzzles are, like, if there are multiple colors on the same, like, square, they can just change color every single time, and we don't want to have that. So by just holding, like, a crystal and walking around with it, the crystals will not just change color, like any of those, so we can just delay everything. Okay, that was the last puzzle. So we are just doing some extra menus. And yes, still invest in everything in the refrigerator now, wall, because this is the best, still the best one. Because common buffering is just amazingly OP. And here, instead of extra refrigerator bonus for Sarah, we will just get some extra accessory slots points. So Sarah can just have some extra accessories, so instead of just 1 magician mark, 2 magician's marks, just for the extra power.
There might be other things to discover too. Looks like everything's back to normal.
Want we have forced monster spawn, good. Come on, Mock, review this. So here we have like a little item. We are not collecting it. It will unlock only the boss fight. Say hi to Sanctions. I mean,
Hey,
Caius.
hold on a second. What do you mean, sanctions?
I must protect the sanctity of the timeline.
You mean punishments. So here we want to inflict ourselves with a lot of debuffs. So there's an ability for monsters to have like a feral link or just any other thing. And that means it's like they're special. They can build up. And for the Gohongers it's just inflicting a lot of debuffs. And that's actually good because we're now fully protected and have a lot of extra magic bonus. Okay, that was actually Gaius. Also, this is one of the few unskippable cutscenes. So we have now like 1 minute and 45 seconds of some free time. Explosions.
Stop this, Caius.
Caius is like the guardian of you, the Farseer that have the eyes of the goddess of death that can so she can see the future. And every time she sees the future, a part of her will die inside. So that's why Caius wants to stop everything and like destroy time and space itself to save her. Spoiler alert, Sarah has also the Eyes of Edfo. so you can guess what will happen to her.
Must we accept this?
Hehe.
If you change the future, you change the past. You can remold history as your heart desires.
Let's go now, before you are made to witness more.
Also, Kaius is the main villain in this game. So we will encounter him a few more times. And they are nice and they left an artifact for us. Now we can have some extra dialogue options and we can of course choose how much we want the artifact sell for. Because that's really important. Chocobo time. So in this area, there's also a gravitational core hidden, so we're going to collect that before we're going to enter the gate. And it's there. Also there's here a chest with an extra magician's mark, so we will use that later for Sarah. So we have some extra magic damage. And you can read it if you want.
We have a €25 donation from Beatboxmeister. It has come to my attention that a poor bunch of animals is now without a planet. To keep Metroid Fusion canon, I donate for them to move to a nice village with the same name as their old home planet. Animal Crossing Village Zeebs.
That is something that really not happened that a lot of time, that I got caught by a thief. So please go away, thanks. It's now pretty far away from the gate, so that means my step counter is a little bit screwed up. But anyways, we can just always fix it. So now the area. Back to XIII 1 XAF. So this is like the same area as the normal 10 AF, but because of some time travel shenanigans and some fixing the future and changing the past things, we changed history, so the eclipse in XIII never actually happened. So of course we want to check out first is Hope here, to warn him actually for what's going to happen later. Because we don't know if he's here because the future changed and there was actually no real reason to come for him to here. Oh, actually that's good. Ah!
I was afraid of what would happen if no one was here.
I guess the ruins were interesting enough. They didn't need the paradox to draw them here.
I hope I'm not in the way.
Women do like dogs.
Dogs make much better pets than cats.
See? Fun fact, she's also in a normal 10 AF version, the Eclipse version, and there she likes cats.
Director,
It's a nice little small touch. And yay, Hope is here.
Right now, we don't have a clue what the artifact might be. There are still some places we haven't checked out.
We should try asking some of the people around here. They might know something that will help.
Giddy up.
Yeah, that was good.
We did it. Now we gotta find out which gate it belongs to.
Just this moment, I felt the disturbance coming from the mountains. I bet my bobble gate appeared there, Kubo.
I bet my baby's missing me right about now.
No, he's not. Anyways, we're going to, of course, go to the gate we are supposed to be. But we're actually going to sidetrack a little bit. Because they're in a certain area we need to use the world artifact for. There is a key we can only have via that area. And we need that later for the story. And because it is on our way, we're going to collect it now. No, it's not in here. Unicorn horn. We will use that item on the final boss, so I will keep off the explanation for now. So this is Icon Belt Artifact Gate. It's more of an optional area. Optional. We have to go at least to 2 optional areas. One for the Augusta Tower 300 AF, because there is the key. And one for another area, just as massive 110 AF, if I remember it correctly, or 100 AF. And there is a gravitational core. So that's why we collected actually 2 wild artifacts.
Try using the switch. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
It's hard to believe that all of this is happening because of one person hacking into the system.
I know, but it has to be. Maybe this is a paradox of some sort. I don't think that's enough. That's how it's done.
That's how it's done indeed, Sarah. You can read donations. There's not really much to say about this area.
We got in a €21.30 donation from the role-playing guy who says, because Titus with one said to head, Kappa.
That's how it's done.
No, we did it. Yeah. We touched the button and turned the chambers. So special. Push the button. Yeah, we did it. Good spam here. So our step counter is all the way we set it. So it is more safe. You can read it.
We got in 17 euros and 51 cents
Right.
from Crew, who says, I heard the role-playing guy surpassed me by 1 cent. Can't have that happen. Money goes to Terra.
And we got the access key. So now we are done here. And we can leave this area. Also, yes, I screwed up that password. For some reason I always mix up the two. Because there is another one and that requires to press the button A. And I thought, yes, it was A, but it was X. Where's my chocobo? There's my chocobo. Fly. You can read the donation if you want.
We got in 20 euros from the role-playing guy, who says, and there goes Titus again. And then we got 10 euros in from Indy, who says, ha 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 ha, it begins.
So now this will be our second visit to the Fort Beyond. Here this time we are just spamming a little bit further in and we have to pick up a chest. But this will be our last time we'll be just visiting that place.
Something looks different
Oh,
from the
nice
last
camera.
time we were here. Mog, is this even the same place?
This is the void beyond, Kubo.
So now we have done this, created a new exile line to Academia, and we unlocked Serendipity. Here we're going to enter it, and we'll be getting some extra fragment skills, so we can pick up our Lord and Savior. So now we have two different fragment skills unlocked. One, we can pick up now things that we couldn't first. So like, monsters, scale, poison from the ground. And we can now buy things for cheaper, I believe. So come on, grab him. No, that's too far. Good job. Thanks. That's a mini flame figure. I don't want that. Thank you for picking up Chichu. So Chichu is our little Lord and Savior. He will kill everything with a smell. Literally, that guy is, if you level it right, he is pretty OP. So that's why we want him. He will be from a certain point in this level our main damage dealer. So now we are on 400 AF in Academia in Giant City. And, no, actually, we are not supposed to be here. So Anfal that Ruse here freaks out and turns everybody in a sieve, trying to kill us. And you can read the donation if you want.
We got in 10 euros from Indy who says, "The wind, it's nice." And we also got in 24 euros and 12 cents from Cruel who says, "And so it begins indeed. Today's the day that men show their worth. Today is the day that Indy loses a battle. Today is the day that Terra will rule all others." Bring it on, you scrubs.
Wow.
Who's closing things off?
I don't think it is a coup. This is all the work of machines.
Doing some little mini shop in here. Yeah, you can read the donation, I will tell it later.
We got in €1.63 from Indy who says, "Captain, wait for me."
So, there's a little fun fact about this shop when I used it. Some runs ago, I did. I accidentally bought mana silvers instead of power silvers, and well, surprisingly, it had a pretty good effect for at least 75% of the run. Because I leveled Chichu with that, and you got actually more mana than, well, actually more magic than normal strength. So I created some pretty interesting fights after that. And yes, in this place there's a lot of thief because the Falsi, that views here, really want us to be killed. Boom. And they are dead. Those are like the most weakest enemies in the entire game.
Cocoon's Fasu were like that too. Couldn't think twice about sacrificing human life.
So now we have that. Goodbye, Necton. It's time for Chichu. Oh, I got a lot of bonus orbs actually. Wow. Monsters, Chichu. Yes, you can actually infuse your monsters with other monsters. So Chichu just got like 10% extra magic damage from the Necton, but the Necton is gone now. So yes, technically we just ate a crystal. Go away, Mok.
These people. This is happening because of us.
And we're the only ones who can save them. We can't stop them. It's just what Caius would want. Caius, we gotta capture and make
Nope. So on this place, instead of fighting them, it's actually better to just escape the battles. Because even if the clock is going down, at some point there's a cutscene trigger and the Mok clock will just go away. So we just don't have to fight them. Also, one of the differences of between the console and the PC version, except for like frame rate and loading, on this place enemies will actually spawn, but it is not actually supposed to happen. So on the PC version, they fixed it. Expect for the rest of the game. That's still broken port. You can read the donation.
Long time ago, there was a whole lot of cities and spurs. Big cities with machina machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do all the work. Try to fight me, cruel. I will win even in death, yeah? That was a €50 donation from Indy.
I got a really unlucky spam here. So the point is here, just bunny up and down, because there's some gate down there I want to actually enter. That's our last optional place we have to visit.
This should do it. Celebrate just yet.
And jump, Sebas, jump for your life. Good, good goal.
It's hard. I wasn't ready either.
Okay, we made it. So this is the matches. Yes, it's massive 100 AF. In this version, the paradox is still going on. It is a bit lighter, but some things happened with chocobos if they are exposed to paradoxes for too long. They are mutated chocobos. So, people, are you ready to ride in chocobo soon? Because we are going to ride that chocobo there.
I'm not responsible for your well-being.
If you can't ride this chocobo, it's time to retreat, because it will be a pretty fun ride. And you can read the donation.
We got in 101 euros and 23 cents from Cruel, who says, "A fearsome strength of unknown depth, a girl toyed by fate. So goes the tale of Terra. The girl, both human and esper, born with the ability of magic. So goes the tale that will be played tonight. Indeed, your wallet might be big, but your end is nigh. Bring it, my friend." And with that, the character that will be played in Dissidia Final Fantasy is Terra right now in the lead with 184 euros and 15 cents, right above Titus with 132 euros and 93 cents. So it's leading by about 52 euros, guys.
So now we got the last gravitational core. Well, not last, in this area there's also one. But it is the last side dragon mission. Now we have to make our way to the last gravitational core and Zenobia. The king of tentacles.
Could the gate be over there?
Oh. So it's now time for the boss fight for this area. It contains actually for 3 phases. The first 2 are just normal flying sea fights, and the last one is the real boss fight. So the thing here is just Avoga and Aurora to death. So here is just buff yourself, and this time debuff this one. So it is now again Avoga and Aurora combo to death. So in the meantime you can read it.
We got in 52 euros from Indy, who says, "Alright, Cruel. You want in on this number? Then show me your moves." And with that 52 euros, Titus is in the lead by about 80 cents.
So, it's now time for the real Zenobia fight. So first of all, we're going into the defense stance. So to actually defeat him, we have to defeat all the tentacles to lure them out. And you got that. First of all, doing this a little bit. And mega buff ourselves. Debuff him. So it's now just Chichu kill. And we have to keep him interrupted long enough. Because after a certain damage threshold, he will go back to in his defense stance. Good, one cycle. I keep them interrupted enough to just not go back to in defense stance. Or else I just had to kill all the tentacles again and had to use at least a potion. So now it's time for QTEs. Yay! Cinematic actions. So, okay, we are done here, and we have actually all the gravitational cores, and there's the gate, so we go into the next area. You can read the donation war again.
We got in €3 from Nick, who says, I don't know exactly what I'm doing or why, but I like the name Terra. Then the role-playing guy came in with €5 and said, Titus in the lead, yeah? Which would have been true had it not been for Shadowfrost, who donated €50 and said, today will be the day that Indy's reign on winning bid goals is over. I can't stand here and let Cruel take on Indy on his own, so have my money! And with that, Terra is in the lead again.
So, after the 400 AF for Academia, we are entering now Augusta Tower 200 AF. We've, well, seen a little glimpse of it in 300 AF, like the wet version, but that is the wrong place because the tower is already there, totally corrupted. So, in this place, here rests the vote of LC Adam, and he's responsible for actually taking over the city of Academia and attacking us and turning people in thief. So now our main goal is just find him and kill him.
Can I ask you a stupid question? Is it just me, or can you see all these people around us as well?
Yeah, I can see them. Why did you think I couldn't?
It's just that they have no...
So those computers are just RNG, so I will just be lucky if I get it quickly. But it seems not. No, at least not last try. And 261. So if I got the code wrong, the computers will be used, we reset it and had to do it all over again.
That's Caius, right?
So he is here. But is he the real Caius?
So the key we actually collected in Augusta Tower 300 AF, it can be used here.
be some way.
Why don't we just...
Just a sec. She does look like Alyssa. It can't be her. Let's find out for sure.
Ah, yeah, listen. If you wondering why she is here, it's a duplicate. It's not real.
Are all the people who work here the same?
Doing also some leveling, but we only just going to level Sarah. We're going to out-level the Ravage Revolver and then never going to touch the Crystanium for her again. Because we want to keep her low on health, because she will be our sacrifice to me later. Oh yeah, change leader. From here on until like late game, I will be playing Sarah now. The abilities for like the fire is really good for her.
Do they still have a spirit?
And she does a lot of magic damage.
They say spirit is a gift from the goddess, given to humans and humans only.
This way.
So we have seen like in future that we can't see, so Alicia just want us to die. Let me just put it like this. So here's a guy, an Orion, and actually I want a crystal of him. Didn't got it. There are more. I will be encountering a lot for sure. Or I will just want the Dragoon later. But the main point is, they have an ability, Adrenaline, that will boost our like power, at least by, believe 25%, if the health is in green. So I want to have Adrenaline on Chichu. Yes, I know, the screen was a bit frozen there. It's normal there. That only took a little bit long. And no Orion. The best thing is actually to get the Orion on the elevator here, but seems I'm not really lucky for that. It's not a really big deal if I don't get the Adrenaline. It's better to just go Adrenaline-less instead of just farming it. So if I don't get Adrenaline, I will only lose 1 minute something. No Orion on the elevator. So now we are on 451. And there are some switches here. We have to turn them right. So this one is right. It's like switching only 3 chambers, and then they're totally right to just walk in one straight line. Good boy, get the blood card because I want to sell that later. And now after turning this one straight line to actually the control panel, that will unlock the elevator to the next area. In this place there can be some Orions spamming. If I get an Orion and get caught, I'm going to fight it, and hopefully he will drop his crystal so I can get adrenaline. If he doesn't, I will just walk further and deal with it. Wow, this was the worst place to actually spam an enemy. But you can read donations if you want.
We got in 100 euros from Indy, who says, calculations are over. The prediction for my wins are above average, near 100%. Like this donation, OPOP. And with that, we have surpassed the 1,000 euro mark again.
The old cocoon fell from the sky because the Fal'Cie who powered it was gone. And the
So in this computer was a little bit of explanation what was actually happening. So like Hope got killed in 13 AF, and the Proto Fal'Cie got rampaging. Hey, I got an wine, I believe. Yep, I did. So that means Chuchu will be getting adrenaline. Eat the crystal, Chuchu. Good boy.
But the artificial intelligence needed to build
So now Chuchu is even more dangerous than before. As long as his health is in the green, the effect for adrenaline will stay. If he's in the yellow, it will just disappear. Ah, that's unfortunate spam. So it's now time to go to floor 52. There are some more chambers and we're going to rotate it. But this time the panels are just inside the chambers. Magical quest. That will also sell for some good gil. Like for at least 10,000. I'll know all the trace. So this floor is actually the most aggressive floor in the entire game, in my opinion, except for Academia 400. So in this place, a lot of aggressive spawns for Orions and Dragoons will spawn. Even Dragoons are not that entirely weak. They are pretty strong actually with the lasers. They will die pretty quickly, so that's fine, but still, it sucks if we get a lot of aggressive spawns here. Of course. I got another Orion crystal, but this time it's also useless. And I got even a Dragoon, wow. If you're going to choose a Dragoon or an Orion for Adrenaline, the best choice is just to go for an Orion, because it takes less materials to get Adrenaline. So you can just save time on just leveling it up and sell even more materials later when we need the money.
Come on, Mom.
Grab the kill chest. Good boy. Now we've got the top 4 access key, and that means we can go to the final boss. No, not final boss. I mean boss just for this area.
And that's where Caius is waiting for
The final boss then take now at least like 30 minutes to reach it.
You might be up there with him, Kubo.
You might be right. Why would the seers come here?
Oh, wow, great fun. So now we're going to the top floor, and between there is a little mini fight from Behemoth. So here we're going to use the Feral Link for the Kongongas. So we have just immediately all the buffs. Debuff it. And Chichu. Kill. Good boy.
No one's hurt, right? This must be the heart of the system. I know it's a machine, but it seems like it's almost breathing.
If what Alyssa was telling us is true, Yule and Caius should be up here as well.
But are they with us or against us?
Are you? So now here is the boss, the Protofelsi Adam. So he has 2 arms, can attack, but for this phase we're actually going to ignore it mainly, because there's not really in use. Come on, Chichu, kill. Good boy. So even if we killed him, he can just travel through time and send in a new one. So this is an even stronger one. For this we're going to Throne Liboscope, because I believe for Chichu. And this time we're going to kill actually the right arms. And the left arm. Because they are pretty dangerous this time. And now kill him again, Chichu. Good boy. And now some for more cinematic actions. Yay. See how you like this.
Thanks to Mog, huh?
You guys play rough, Kupo.
You saved the day.
Thank you. You did great.
So even if we defeated the Port of LC, of course there will be a new one from the future. So the only real option for that is Scream at Hope. Because Scream at Hope always works. So by doing that we solve the paradox. Port of LC is gone. And we basically save the future. So what now happened is like the future changed, and instead of just the normal 400 AF, the Academia version, we will be visiting 4XX, the fixed future. And there is not really much going on in the city. You can do some side quests in there. You can like answer a lot of questions, like some really random questions, and get fragments. Going to another area, but mainly we'll be spending our time here delivering the gravitational course. And then after this we are going to enter the end game. Also in this city, for some reason, there are some kids here, and they have a lot of tend to just fall over, to just randomly fall, for no single reason.
I sort of have an idea of what happened, but I can't really explain it. It was more of a hunch, really.
A hunch. Well, we won, and that's what matters, I guess.
Also, yes, this city is known by me for Lag City, because this game is just an amazing port. And you can read donations if you want.
We got in 59 euros and 22 cents from Cruel, who says, test we will the extent of your power. Prove you must if you want to defeat me. Indy, your true powers end today, and Terra will win the bid war to save us all. You may think of me as a weak guy, but you've not seen the true extent of my power. To which Indy replies with 10 euros and 7 cents. I'm not at the end, I think. And that actually keeps Titus in the lead by about 4 euros. At 300 euros.
So we've finally delivered all the gravitational cores. We haven't seen a kid falling yet, sadly. And we got an artifact from Alicia, but well, actually it's booby trapped. Spoiler alert. Hehe. Yeah, tada. We got a booby trap artifact. And now outside is a chocobo, and this will be our last ride on a chocobo. So enjoy this little ride. So what I said, it was a booby trap artifact, and because of that we got split up with Noel and Mok. And alright, there is another trip in the Void Beyond. This time there is things to do. Because our lovely Caius is waiting for us there. And also there are some views in there, and we will tell the story a little bit of what happened with the time distortion. And also it gives fragments in the name of the gods, so explain a little bit of the mythology in this world, etc. Ah, damn it, Nectans. But why? Oh boy, this time we got the Nectan first try. Thank you, Chuchu, for killing us all. You can read the donation. Where is you?
We got in €2 from Nick, who says, "Go, go, go, someone, please." And then we also got in €6.12 from Cruel, who says, "Well, it seems like Indy's running to an end. Let's see whether my theory is true. It isn't far or this war is won. This is the end for you, Indy, your only friend. The end."
So the ability to come to the future is a gift from the goddess herself.
More Nectans. You can do a quick readout before Impulse here.
We got in €75 from Shadow Frost, who says, "This isn't over. Indy just tried to persuade me to the other side." Yeah, no. No, I like it on this side. Cruel isn't the only one you shouldn't be worrying about. Also, I actually have no idea what we're donating for. Oh well.
So here we have an encounter with Caius, and we're doing this special of Chuchu, a meteorite, so we interrupt Caius actually immediately. Doink! Liboscope. I died. Good. That's first death. This fight is a little bit clutchy because Kai is pretty powerful against Sarah because they don't really have that much lives. So timing is really key, and I screwed that up. So let's do that fight again. And you can read it.
We got in €7 from the role-playing guy who says, listen to my story, this may be our last chance. Cute Xanarkand OST. And we got in €4 from Zeta who says, I'm sorry Andy, but I'm teaming with Cruel on this one. Your reign ends here, hashtag Team Terra.
And it was Kai's. This is like one of the first places you see how Chichu is amazingly powerful, because Kai's health will just get owned by a lot in a really short time. So after this, Kai's kind of kill us, and now we are just in the dream world. Still separated from Noah and Mok.
Really come back to Newbold? Or is this just part of a dream? Everyone is acting kind of
So we are kind of back in New Bodom, but this is in dream. Even Snow is there, and because of that she kind of freaks out. And there is lightning. So the thing is, if we talk to her, instead of just skipping the cutscenes, we can answer a question, go with her or not come with her. If we deny it, we just go in, well, to this section. If we accept it, we get a paradox ending, and we'll just be there forever in this dream world, and then the game is done.
somebody is helping me.
But then we can just go back to the Historia Crux and need to select this place again. And if it was not obvious, yes, this voice is for new. Thanks for new.
I'm sure I've heard it before.
But also for some reason this is a dream world and monsters are spawning. Even Sif, so I don't know what Sarah really likes, but yeah. So from this point on there's a lot of just walking, meeting up with new, and then we are going to search for Noel. Final. Yes, you can read donations if you like it.
We got in a €19.33 donation from Jasper, who says, well, another month of noodles, another month of BSG. Indy, you need the help, here's a start. Then Kinnan came in with €1, and he says, hi!
So, welcome in Noel's Dream World. Welcome in the Dying World 700 AF. Like in the far future, in 500 AF, Cocoon will collapse because the crystal pillar is weak and the whole planet of Cocoon is going to crash into pools. And because of that, catastrophe happened.
This place. It must be Noel's dream world.
Like most of the life is dead. Noel's the last human on the world. With you and Caius. And there are only some monsters left. Everything is covered in crystal dust. And Noel actually wants to prevent this. We're kinda preventing that, but it don't really turn it out how we wanted it.
Come on, Noel.
Also, if you review others, others people, they will just say like, oh no, the end is near, and they will die. So now, because of some plot reasons, we are following Noel and there's Kaius, and Noel actually needs to fight Kaius. You have two options, fight back or do nothing. And we're doing the second one, do nothing. Kill me. And so we will just go continue, because even if you die here or win, it doesn't matter. So Kaius left to fight actually XIII, because he wants now to stop time, etc. And Noah is not strong enough to take the Heart of Chaos he actually has. Going a little bit out of the way to pick up a chest here. Some materials for Chichu later. So now we get here a story of Noel. He wants to find Valhalla, the realm of the dead, to save you and humanity. So I've done a lot of cutscenes. We're going to meet up you and doing the last Gogmakok fight. In this version of the Gogmakok fight, his whole body is exposed and is really different from the other times. So first of all, we're going to buff ourselves. Just really fast. Then we're going to debuff him, of course. And then doing Fire and Fire. So the thing is, what he can do is like debuff himself, but after he inflicts all the debuffs on himself, he can just wipe all the debuffs to us. So we want to kill it before that actually happens. But of course we can just kill him with a lot of Fire combo buffers. So now kind of a dead segment will come up. No chocobos here, and we have to go all the way back to the statue before we started Noel's story. So after this picking up chest, there's a lot of dead segments. So if you want, you can just do whatever you want. Like reading the donations, etc.
We got in 17 euros and 12 cents from Cruel, who says, since Indy is donating as it is, let me make sure that this is not the time for him. Indy, it's over. Admit your defeat and let's run Terra. You've done great things for a great cause, but it ends today. I'm not about to stop, and if you won't, then I will make you. Indy, my friend, it's over. You've lost. And then Mr. Quicker comes in with 80 euros and says, Indy, my man! This is supporting the awesome Titus, who will all make us laugh with his ha 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 ha! Be sure that Cruel will not eat anything next month, Kappa. Titus is now in the lead by about 6 euros.
Ah, damn it. They ruined the good music. Ah, more cactus. Those are evil. Go away. Wow, this is like the first time I get 2 cactus in a row. You still won. Good job, Chichu. Took only a little bit, but we are finally back at the statue, so we can finally continue. And yes, Smoke is even back. The little annoying dingus.
Where did my sister go? She's waiting for you at the end of time.
Also, no, in this loading screen, the sound disappears for some reason. So it is not on your end. And welcome in new bodem 700 AF. Here, it was not even safe from Cocoon falling down because literally Cocoon is there. It was right next to it. So everything got destroyed, everything is dead. And with this time we meet up with Lightning, telling also a little bit of some story of what happened to her. And she left the last artifact for the last area. And you can read even more donations.
We got in €6 from Rickles, who says, I'm helping my Digimon friend Indy. Also, let's not forget that the Moogles are pretty cute. This is a good Final Fantasy XIII to run. Cat face. Then Zeta came in with €10, who says, I guess I'll have to help. Indy has to lose. Let us combine our powers to defeat this lovely guy. And then there's Cruel with €99.99. He says, Quicker, my boy. What have you done? Are you still ready for this, though? You may have given Indy some hope, but let me swiftly take that away. Feel my wrath! And then the role-playing guy came in with €1 more, who says, because living on instant noodles is the life. Titus must win.
So now we have unlocked like Academia 500, the last area we will be visiting. But first, a little trip to Serendipity because we want some extra fragment skills to sell our goods for even more. Because we really need the money. Choo-choo, infuse with sulfur. Oh, that's what I forgot. Okay, we are not done yet. Sorry. I actually forgot a really important character. This is a little bit of my fault. I was supposed to get a silver chocobo in Academia 400, well, for XX. but I totally forgot that. So we have to get that first. Because the Silver Chocobo has actually an ability we kind of need. Well, it's actually more required for the final boss. Or else Chichu is not even strong enough to kill it.
That place looks fun. Wait for me! Hey, I'm bored.
Let's check it out.
You can read it.
We got in €1 from Kinnan, who says, how about our genome friend Sedan? Does nobody care about him? And then Superl came in with €13.13, who says, is this how to order a pizza?
So in this place, the Silver Chocobo is actually hanging out. And I forgot to throw the mock in it to actually get it. And I don't really want one kill. Please, game. Get my Chocobo.
Just a
That's also not a Chocobo.
Just a quick mention that we are about just under €50 away from reaching 10,000 euros BSG lifetime. So if you want to snipe that, snipe it now.
Oh, God. Bulk, why? Get my Silver Chocobo. I don't want kill. Thank you for getting my Silver Chocobo. Really love your cooperation, Hope. So, welcome in the final area. Yes, we got a fragment skill to actually have anti-grav jumps, so that helps with platforming. But first, let's do some little bit of shopping. We will be selling like nearly everything we have. Chips, engines. Yes, you can read it. Easy.
We got in a donation from Shadowfrost, who says, just give up. I'm not losing now. Please don't hate me, Indy. I think Nino would be proud of me. I need a phone charger if I want to keep going. He donated €50, and with that, we have raised over 10,000 euros for the Dutch Cancer... well, in total, over all of our BSGs. Thank you all so much for all of your generous donations.
So now I'm going to level Sentinel for no warp, because I want some survivability for no self. Like, there is soon a storm coming for him. Oh boy. So, for some reason, the difficulty spike in this game just couldn't jump forward. So that's why we need to level up Sentinel for him. I have not enough. Oh boy. I was a little bit short for Chichu for some reason. Okay, that's good. Now I'm good. So Chichu just got the ability KO Power Surge. So that means if an ally dies in battle, for this time Sarah of course, because he is a sacrifice dummy. She will actually then die and Chichu get a massive power boost. Like, I believe at least like 110%. Something about that. Welcome to the Pacos. Turn Liboscope. So this fight has a little bit of a gimmick. When we kill the Pacos Amativ, Orius and Gen 1 Pacos, after some point he will start to split actually. So reviving the guy. Like his little brother or something. Oh boy. Oh boy, Chichu. Okay, come on. So here you got alive again, but when the other one split it, and when he came back, only his like the health from his brother or something came back, so not like full health. So it is easy to kill, but it's always better just to kill it before it splits up. Thank you, Chuchu. So now let's see how many Scarletites. 2. Okay, I'm fine on Gale. Now we can just go continue this maze and go to the final shop, and you can read the donation.
We got in a €253.34 donation from Mr. Quicker, who says, "This should fix my total again, Craigasm. Who needs Terra if we can have Titus?" Indian me are winning though. And it's a pretty special donation because not only did Mr. Quicker fix both his totals for this marathon as well as his overall BSG number, he also brought Titus up to €666.67. And with that, Titus is in the lead again with about €90, guys. So get your donations in.
Okay, that's fine. So this place is a bit weirdish on enemies. So instead of just a normal, let me say, the step counter rule, it doesn't really apply on this place. Like only on certain areas enemies will spawn, no matter what. Like on that little platform there, it will spawn. And when it's an aggressive spawn, like now, when I get caught, I just have to die, because there's no escape of the humans. Ooh, that was close. Please make me... Well, at least it's an passive spam. So that's good. So this cactus statue is like a checkpoint, so if you fall down, it's not like the end of the world and you will get back. Okay, good cycle for the stair. Don't go away, please. Ooh. Okay, that was close. That was really close. Anyways, I have to wait a little bit for this cycle. This cycle is like the slowest cycle in the entire game. So you can read donations.
We got in 20 euros from the role-playing guy who says, this is my very, very last donation before my wallet's going to cough up dust for next month. And Super came in with another 13 euros and 13 cents and says, I'll take a Hawaiian pizza without pineapple then.
So we have a little bit of a mini fight. The normal regular fight actually is like a giant birdfish. So the thing is, we want just to massive spam Thunder on him because it's most effective. But he can actually use an ability named Wash, and in this state, because we are under-leveled, it can actually kill us. Well, expecting a sentinel wall, of course, because of damage reduction. So now we have done the normal regular fight, and we're now heading to the final boss. So it is time to kick now Kaius' butt. Also, last dodge. I don't want to fight them. I don't really want to fight them because it is just instant death. Those guys are just pretty strong. Even those Scav, those are not medics, those are saboteurs, and for some reason they have a really high physical resistance. Chocobocolina. Yes, you can read it quickly.
We got in a €7 donation from Rashla, who says, I raised this money to go to BSG. Shoutouts to Work, Shiwa, and Ramanujan for their money. Hashtag Team Terra, hashtag Team Cruel, hashtag Team Herpanda!
So now I've fully upgraded Chichu. Well, I'm in the last stage, so I have full ATB. And at this point, Chichu is a real murder machine. And he's going to carry us all to the final boss. And Seva will be our sacrifice to me. Loading takes a while. So first of all, first phase, Chaos Bahamut. He's going to swing now at least 2 times with his arms, and then we're going to buff his health. And then switching immediately out of here. Because the Kohongas didn't have enough lives to actually survive even one hit of Bahamut. Got on a little bit of chain. We don't actually stagger and miss. Stagger point is like 999%. Good boy. Okay, second phase. Here, Seva will die again, but this time it's convenient because guys will actually only attack Seva. Noms. Good boy. And also I can walk in this little segment. Hi. You just only want to knock. Okay, third phase. We are now in Valhalla. Guys on the beach. This time it's a bit harder to just let them focus on Seva. So first of all, we're going to wait until his ultima. And provoking. Thank you. Guys, that's me, not Seva. Ah, whatever. This time he has 2 phases in this phase. Also, it doesn't really matter if I go in Sentinel for the ultima because his Sentinel is his ultima is just literally just a rubber ducky. Oh man. Okay, final phase. It's time for the Jet Trio. So we have here 3, well, Jet Bahamuts, giant dragons. And the middle one we want to attack, but we can't attack him before we take out his buddies. Garnet and Ember. So first of all, we're going to actually take out Garnet because of some buffing reasons.
I can still fight.
Ooh. Okay, now Jet comes out and does like a debuffing spell. And for that we have the Unicorn Horn. Yeah. So get rid of all the debuffs actually. Time to buff herself. I don't want to let Sarah die just yet. Now she can die. She did her job. She's not dead yet. God damn it. Now she will 100% die. Good go. Time is coming up. And time. So yeah, this was Final Fantasy XIII 2. Congratulations, we killed Sarah.